afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Today is a historic day for Fresno State Athletics. Let me repeat that again. It's a historic day for Fresno State Athletics. We're proud to announce a transformational 5-year agreement between Fresno State Athletics and the Wonderful Company, the largest corporate partnership in the history of Bulldog Athletics. The largest corporate partnership in the history of Bulldog Athletics. And the very first multi-brand jersey patch partnership in collegiate athletics. Beginning this year, Wonderful Pistachios, Wonderful Halos, and Palm Wonderful will be represented across our athletics portfolio with approved Wonderful brands appearing on eligible competition uniforms throughout all 18 Bulldog programs. I want to start out by saying this is not a traditional jersey patch partnership. A traditional agreement would not reflect the scale of our ambitions, the reach of Fresno State Athletics, or the portfolio of iconic brands the Wonderful Company has built here, right here in the Central Valley. Instead, we work together to create something distinctive. One corporate partnership, 3 national recognized brands, and all 18 Bulldog sports. That all-sport commitment was incredibly important to us. This partnership's not limited to just football and men's and women's basketball. It recognizes the collective value of our entire athletic department, and every student athlete earns the opportunity to wear it on their Fresno State uniform. Every Bulldog program matters. Our women's programs matter. Our Olympic sports programs matter. Every student athlete that represents Fresno State, their family, and the Central Valley, and that's why it all matters. This partnership creates significant new resources that strengthens our ability to invest in our student athletes and all 18 Bulldog programs, academically, athletically, and personally. There's also no more authentic partner for this relationship than the Wonderful Company. Wonderful Pistachios, Wonderful Halos, and Palm Wonderful are recognized around the world, but their roots are right here in the Central Valley. When Chris Pacheco and Ryan O'Rourke and I made the trek down to LA to meet with the leadership team from the Wonderful Company, I remember we had a toast on the plane, and we said before we left Fresno, let's make magic happen. And because of the iconic brand of Fresno State and the iconic move to the Pac-12 for us, there was a lot of interest in partnering with Fresno State Athletics, but we didn't want to partner with just anyone. We needed to partner with someone that was authentically the Valley. And we could not pick. We didn't actually pick, we chose each other. It's a little bit of a marriage here, but we chose each other to create an iconic partnership for everyone involved. And this isn't the easiest way to put it is, this isn't a company searching for a connection to our region. Wonderful employs people here, they operate businesses here, and produce products here. It's the connection to Fresno State and the communities we represent that is authentic, established, and meaningful. Wonderful isn't trying to manufacture connections, because as we enter this new area for Fresno State Athletics, we want partners that believe in our student athletes, understand Fresno State's importance to the Valley, and share our ambition to compete and lead nationally. The Wonderful Company checks every single one of those boxes. Every time our student athlete competes with these brands on their uniforms, they will be representing something much bigger than a corporate logo. They will represent 2 organizations with deep Valley roots, a shared belief in hard work, and a common ambition to elevate this region nationally. And this timing couldn't be more significant. As Fresno State begins competition in the Pac-12 Conference, Bulldog Athletics will have a larger national platform than ever before. Our teams, our university, and the Central Valley will be seen across the country. When Fresno State steps on the national stage, we intend to bring the entire Valley with us. Wonderful Pistachios will also be displayed at both 25-yard lines inside Valley Children's Stadium, creating one of the most visible integrations in all of college football. The partnership will extend beyond uniforms and field logos through game day activations, campus engagement, special events, and our annual Fresno State road game tailgate, beginning with our game on September 4th versus USC. It's also designed with approval, so hopefully extend into the EA Sports College Football through our collaboration with EA. This is exactly why we created the entity called Bulldog Sports Enterprises. We wanted to unlock the full value of Fresno State athletics and build customized partnerships that move beyond traditional sponsorship models while creating meaningful value for our student athletes, our university, and our corporate partners. This agreement is a powerful example of that vision becoming reality. Make no mistake about it, we all know that college athletics is changing rapidly. And at Fresno State, we are not going to wait for someone else to show us what the future looks like. We intend to help create it. I want to personally thank Linda and Stuart Resnick, the wonderful company and their leadership team, Ryan O'Rourke and Chris Pacheco, and the entire Bulldog Sports Enterprises team, along with everyone who made this historic partnership possible. The Valley does not have to choose between being deeply local or nationally ambitious. We can be both here. And today, Fresno State and the wonderful company are showing that the Valley does not have to follow the future of college athletics. We can lead it, and that's what we're going to do. It is now my distinct pleasure to welcome Fresno State President Saul Jimenez Sandoval.
Thank you, Garrett. And this is truly a proud day for Fresno State, for Bulldog Athletics, and for the Central Valley as a whole. I want to begin by thanking the wonderful company for their continued partnership and their continued belief in the power and the talent that we find in this region. Fresno State and Wonderful have built a strong relationship over the many years, one grounded in a shared commitment to education, to opportunity, and to the future of this region. Wonderful is a major presence in our region through its work in agriculture, its employees, and its investments in local communities. Their roots are here, their people are here, their impact is felt across the Central Valley, including right here at Fresno State, where POM is centered. We have seen this partnership come to life on the academic side, most visibly through the recent opening of the Linda and Stuart Resnick Student Union. That beautiful space reflects the vision and generosity of Linda and Stuart Resnick, whose philanthropic work has supported students and universities across California. At Fresno State, their investment has strengthened student life and created a welcoming place where our students gather together, they study together, they build relationships and friendships, and they develop a stronger sense of belonging. Indeed, it is a fundamental place for Fresno State and our future. So today's announcement is an exciting next step. It expands a relationship already grounded in education and community into Bulldog Athletics, one of the most visible and unifying parts of our Fresno State. Athletics plays a special role at Fresno State. When our Bulldogs compete, they carry more than a Fresno State uniform. They carry the hopes, the pride, the energy of the Central Valley. They bring together students, alumni, families, faculty, staff, local businesses, and fans from every corner of our region and beyond. As we prepare for a new era in the Pac-12, that Valley pride will be seen on an even larger national stage, like Garrett said. This partnership helps tell the story of who we are as a valley, as a region defined by hard work, innovation, agriculture, service, and extraordinary people. We don't have to envy anything from anyone. It also reminds us that athletics and academics are not separate from one another. Indeed, they are a part of the same Fresno State mission. When Bulldog Athletics is strengthened, the visibility and reputation of the entire university is strengthened. That creates greater pride, greater connection, and a greater opportunity for our students. What makes this partnership so meaningful is that it reflects a shared belief in the Valley and the power of Fresno State to transform lives. It is rooted in community, in student success, and in the idea that when strong partners come together with purpose, we can create something lasting, a legacy that is worth admiring. To the wonderful company, thank you for your partnership and for your investment in Fresno State. To Gary Classy and to the Bulldog Athletics team, thank you for your leadership in helping move Fresno State to this new exciting chapter. And to the Valley, I say the following: this moment is about you, your work ethic, your spirit, your pride, and your belief in Fresno State to continue to move us forward into the future. With that, go Dogs! It is now my pleasure to welcome Chief Corporate Affairs Officer of the wonderful company, Mr. Seth Oster.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you, President Jimenez Salandoval, and thank you, Garrett. I'm Seth Oster. I'm the Chief Corporate Affairs Officer for the wonderful company, and it is really my privilege to speak today on behalf of my colleagues, on behalf of our owners, Linda and Stuart Resnick, about this latest partnership between the wonderful company and Fresno State. This relationship is special, and there is a small army of my colleagues and executives from the wonderful company here, including from our palm business, from our pistachios business, and from our halos and citrus business. Many of them are alum of Fresno State, as they will tell you proudly. In fact, there are over 75 Bulldog alumni who are working in our company across our different businesses. But with us here, I want to acknowledge Diana Salsa, our Vice President of Marketing for Wonderful Pistachios. I want to acknowledge Sean Skinner and Mike Stark, who are senior executives from our palm and citrus business respectively, both of them proud Bulldogs. And a special shout out to one of my favorite colleagues, Derek Miller, the president himself of our palm business, which is based here in Fresno. Thank you also to Ryan O'Rourke, to Savannah, and to everyone at Bulldog Sports Enterprises, and of course to our in-house creative agency at the wonderful company which designed so much of what you see here today, and to my colleagues in the communications group who are here and working hard, Brian Hansen, Allison Day, Haley Tully, Amelia Dibbo, and Avery Weinman. They did a lot of work these past weeks to bring all this together, so I want to really thank them. When the Bulldogs take the field this fall at the stadium, on the softball diamond, the soccer pitch, the courts, the track, and the pool at the equestrian grounds, every sport this university plays, wonderful brands will be there, proud to stand with every athlete. This has never happened before, as you heard from Garrett, not at Fresno State, and as far as we can find anywhere in college athletics. Plenty of companies put their names on football teams, few stand behind an entire university. Every team, every athlete, men's and women's, across multiple brands of one company. We didn't do it to be the first, but number one has a nice ring to it. It's worth noting also that this is wonderful company's first ever college sponsorship, and there is no more perfect place to start. We did it because of where we're standing, as you heard, the Central Valley. Most of us here know Wonderful by name, not just by our products. The giant box of halos on 99, halos, wonderful pistachios, palm wonderful, all grown and packed here, right here. So when you see those patches this fall, look closely. Healthy food, grown out of this very ground, worn over the hearts of the athletes that this valley loves. As President Jimenez Sandoval knows firsthand and said, Linda and Stuart Resnick, who are our founders and our owners, invest where their employees live and where they raise their families. Nearly $1 billion of philanthropy in the Central Valley, much of it in free education from preschool all the way to college. The student union here on this campus bears their name, and the Resnicks and Wonderful send more wonderful scholars, the children of our employees, to Fresno State than to any university in this nation. This past year alone, over $1.1 million in scholarships to 300 Fresno State students. And we expect that that number will grow to 400 this year. Wonderful and the Resnicks have also made $11 million more in gifts to this university because we believe in what it does to prepare Central Valley students for careers in agriculture, in education, and in healthcare. Let me just tell you about one recent graduate, Osmar Velez from Lost Hills, class of 2024. His father has worked for Wonderful for 40 years. His mother and brother worked for Wonderful too. Osmar was in a pistachio orchard when Fresno State called with a walk-on spot on the football team. He started at left guard. A kid from a wonderful family from Lost Hills, a Central Valley town that many Americans couldn't find on a map, but one that's incredibly important to us. Where Wonderful's first class, world-class pistachio plant is located, a town where 1 of every 2 households has a wonderful employee. Fresno State isn't just a university, it's a team that this valley calls its own. When the Bulldogs win, the whole valley stands taller, and that includes 3,000 wonderful employees who call this region home. They've cheered the Bulldogs from the stands for years, and this fall, for the first time, they take the field alongside them. So in a few weeks, when Fresno State opens at USC, on national television, the whole country will be watching, and what they'll see is our shared pride in this region. We could not be more honored to take the field with you, and with that, and with our gratitude to everyone who made this happen, go Bulldogs.